Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. Thanks for joining us today. Well, a new bill is moving through the House, and tomorrow marks a big anniversary COVID-wise. We got all the details on those stories and much more, but first, in the WBON TV lead story of the day, last night during the school board meeting for Madison County Schools, a board approved a purchase agreement for 16 acres at Speedville Road and Meadowbrook Road for a new Waco Elementary, pending approval from the Kentucky Department of Education. This is a public record, but there are a few more steps that have to be accomplished before they could close on the sale. The board also voted to amend the 2022-23 school year, the calendar to accommodate for 2 canceled school days on November 4th and February the 1st. The last day of school for students has been moved from May the 23rd to May 25th to make up for those missed days. Well, 2 adults have been charged with endangering the welfare of minors after an intoxicated man caused a disturbance at the Advent Health Emergency Room. Ethan Hensley, 25, of Lawson Road in Manchester, visited the emergency room early Wednesday morning. Staff members then called 911 to report an intoxicated individual at their location. Hensley acknowledged to taking meth and having a minor with him, according to Deputy Wes Brumley, who responded to the call. When the deputy called social services, they informed him that another child had been found in Hensley's house and asked for a welfare check. When the deputy arrived at the residence, he found 21-year-old Whitney Smith, and he saw that a child was laying on a couch unclothed. He could see that through a window. He also saw a clear bag containing a crystal-like substance and several white pills on a stove. Smith was charged with endangering the welfare of a minor, first and second degree possession of a controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. Hensley was also charged. He was charged with endangering the welfare of a minor and public intoxication. Well, tomorrow marks 3 years since the COVID-19 illness was officially declared a pandemic. It would only be a few days later when the United States would basically shut down with a lockdown, and it was scary times 3 years ago. Here's Michael Watkins with the full story.
It's hard to believe it's been 3 years, but that's exactly what tomorrow is. The 3-year anniversary of when the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic. It was in January of 2020 when a scientist in China confirmed the illness could be transmitted from human to human. Later that month, the United States saw its first case of COVID, which led to the Trump administration declaring a public health emergency. Fast forward to March when the WHO declared the pandemic, and it wasn't long before many of us were sent home to what was described then as to flatten the curve. Businesses shut down, which led to massive job losses. Schools would close. Sporting events, concerts, festivals like the Mushroom Festival in Irvine, which takes place in April, were all canceled. And college students were even sent home and eventually began the process of virtual learning. Things like shopping online, which were once a luxury, became a necessity. Grocery shopping click list, curbside pickup at your favorite restaurant, and wearing a mask became the norm. After months in lockdown, states slowly tried to reopen, but those efforts only led to new cases, and it got to the point to where even gatherings with family became labeled as clusters and super spreader events. Locally, the Madison County Health Department would continually release the COVID numbers on a daily platform, and it became uber important to keep your county out of the dreaded red category. Now here we are 3 years later. Schools are back open, jobs are back on the rise, and in Kentucky, the unemployment rate was down to just 3.9% in December. And as we saw just last week during the region tournament, sporting events have gotten back to normal. It seems like just yesterday we were ordering online, only seeing our loved ones via FaceTime, and wondering if we'd ever get back to what we knew at the time was normal. Some things that we had to adopt during COVID have stuck around, while many things have gone back to how we once knew them. It just goes to show you never know how quickly life can change. Reporting for WBON Channel 9 News, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. Well, Emmy Radcliffe, a Glen Marshall Elementary student, has been named the county's Be a Children's Champion winner. Madison County Judge Executive Reagan Taylor read a proclamation declaring March 9th as Emmy Radcliffe Day. Lisa Cassidy, president of the Kiwanis Club of Richmond, presented the Children's Champion poster winner with a $100 check. Mrs. Nasrallah received a $100 gift from the Kiwanis Club of Berea. Congratulations from all of us here at WBON TV to Emmy. Good job. Last week's storm caused damage all over the state, including damage to the historic Shaker Village. Many trees, some over 100 years old, fell around the property and leaving one structure, the carriage house, built in 1865, on the ground. William Updike, Shaker Village VP of Natural and Cultural Resources, says he is hopeful the structure can be saved. This Saturday, March 11th, Shaker Village is looking for volunteers from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to help with those rebuilding efforts. Well, on a story we've been following here on WBON TV, a man from Lexington will spend the next 12 years in prison for the January 2020 shooting death of Justin Stateman. He agreed to a plea deal for second-degree manslaughter and criminal mischief. Justin Stateman is charged with Jermaine Barber's murder. That shooting occurred in front of the Fayette Mall in 2020. Well, a taxidermied bear claiming to be the actual star of the Hollywood movie Cocaine Bear, out now in theaters, will not be sold to Ripley's, believe it or not, the entertainment company confirmed. According to Wave, Ripley's had offered the owners of the stuffed animal Kentucky for Kentucky an undisclosed amount for the purchase. On social media, the company posted the bear was not for sale. Inspired by the true story and loosely based on portions of the book The Bluegrass Conspiracy, the film is about a bear who finds a Kentucky drug smuggler's cocaine and overdoses. The movie beat out its competitors and is on its opening weekend. The movie and the bear star have gained an international following. Kentucky Fun Mall in Lexington houses a stuffed bear who they promoted as the actual animal who ate the cocaine. The store's story includes fascinating details about how they came to acquire the ill-fated beast, including country music legend Waylon Jennings previously owning it. In an upcoming documentary, Blow, the true story of cocaine and a bear and a crooked Kentucky cop, they explore the history of the bear and the real overdose that the animal and the fact that the animal was never taxidermied at all. Looking forward to the Cocaine Bear and also to that documentary. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got weather, we've got sports, and it's Friday. We've got the Weekender coming up next.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
If you've dreamed of a job where you can help keep your family and community safe while planning for the future, then you need to check out the Fayette County Detention Center.
We're starting out $20 an hour. We have 8 paid holidays, 120 hours of sick time and vacation time a year. When you work a holiday, you actually make double pay. Our retirement is at 25 years. If you start out at 21, you'll be fully retired at 46, 25, fully retired at 50. Fayette County Detention Center is an amazing place to work.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Row Tribe.
Now is the perfect time to apply for seasonal positions with Richmond Parks and Rec. Positions include Adventure Falls manager and workers, Paradise Cove managers and workers for the front desk and concessions, summer camp director and workers, umpires and scorekeepers for the adult softball season, and seasonal maintenance. Positions are also available for lifeguarding. To apply for those positions, email hiring@bluegrasspools.com. For our other positions, visit richmond.ky.us or find Parks and Rec on social media at Richmond KY Parks.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Pretty cool day out there. This March weather is just all over the place. We've got meteorologist Todd Nelson. He's in the Weather Center. He's going to let us know what the weekend looks like.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. Looks pretty quiet tonight, a little bit on the breezy side, but the clouds will persist. Dry into our Saturday with some sunshine, and then Sunday is looking like a pretty soggy day here as our next storm system begins to move into the region. Well, a couple of sprinkles out there this afternoon. Might have a flurry or two overnight, but again, things are rather quiet close to home here. Storm system passing off to our north, and again, maybe a couple of flurries, especially in the higher elevations off to our east this evening. We will get into some sunshine tomorrow, but tonight, noticing that temperatures will be falling through the 30s, and again, those west to northwesterly winds a little bit breezy early on to around 20 miles per hour, and the winds do subside a little bit more as we head into the morning hours. But sunnier skies tomorrow, 48. That'll be a good 5 to 10 degrees below average. Rain arrives Saturday night, and Sunday will be soggy as we top out at 49. By the way, this weekend we have our time change. Don't forget to spring ahead 1 hour before heading to bed there Saturday night. Again, there are those isolated flurries off to our east for the overnight time period. Once we head into Saturday, again, a little bit of cloud cover in the morning, but sunnier skies into the afternoon. We have that rain chance, though, building in Saturday night as our next storm system begins to slide in here. So again, there will be rain, possibly even a little bit of a mix farther north and east. I think we'll stay on the liquid side here close to home Sunday, but looking at the potential of maybe a half an inch of total rainfall on Sunday. All right, 30 degrees is our expected overnight low tonight, early tomorrow morning. Winds out of the north pretty light, and switching over to the northeast as that next storm system begins to move on in. Hour-to-hour temperatures again topping out near that upper 40 to near 50 degree range. It will be again a little soggy Saturday night and Sunday. Early next week, Grendel, and we drop down into the lower 40s.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, there's a new bill on its way to the House for consideration as we speak. If you're into sports wagering, then House Bill 551 might be something you find interesting. With more details on that story, here's WBON TV's Lindsay Reed.
Legalized sports wagering in the past has never made it out of the gate for Kentucky. However, the odds may have changed now that House Bill 551 is on the table. An industry that was once lucrative and in the shadows is now recognized and brought to a legal state by the House of Representatives in the 2023 legislative session in Frankfort. House Bill 551 proposes to legalize sports wagering in Kentucky in a regulated and controlled manner. 36 states have already adopted this bill since wagering was upheld by the Supreme Court in 2018. 6 of those states in which border Kentucky have legalized a program in sports wagering. It is estimated that over $1 billion annually are bet either out of state or through offshore websites, ultimately costing the state millions in tax revenue. Representative Michael Meredith of District 19 sponsors House Bill 551.
80% of the people that take part in wagering through those offshore websites think that they are legal sources for this, but they're not. The bill before you today will put this industry in a legal and regulated status, and we put it under the regulation of the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission, which has regulated wagering in this state for a century or better. They have a track record of managing integrity and handling wagering in a proper manner.
When Ohio opened its doors to this proposal, there were over $1 billion bets in the Ohio sports wagering marketplace. Kentucky dollars unshockingly could have crossed state lines, contributing to that amount. If those Kentucky dollars were to stay in their home state, Meredith says that would pay down the state's pension liabilities. Skeptics claim this bill to negatively impact Kentucky and targets those who struggle financially. David Walls with the Family Foundation explains the impact House Bill 551 could have on Kentucky citizens.
Government-promoted gambling, including commercialized sports wagering, will only further impoverish Kentuckians while bringing other costs to families and communities across our Commonwealth.
The House Committee on Administrative Regulation passed House Bill 551 unanimously and with bipartisan support, sending House Bill 551 to the full House for consideration. Stay tuned with WBON for updates regarding House Bill 551. I'm Lindsay Reed.
Thanks, Lindsay, for that story. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Dawson Roll. He's coming up with sports next.
The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program works to protect our waterways from pollution and to help citizens with stormwater runoff and flooding. Stormwater is the rain and snow that runs off rooftops, roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces that cannot absorb water, which affects water quality. The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program is dedicated to helping its citizens understand what stormwater is and its impacts on our watersheds and waterways. For more info, visit buildrichmondky.com and click on the Stormwater tab.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstillCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. College signings are always an importance for high school athletes. There were some big signings down at Berea High recently, and another big one on Sunday for a hopper from Richmond Heat. With the Friday local sports newscast, here is Dawson Rule.
It's Friday and hoops are in full swing at all levels, but today's sports segment will feature some other topics besides just basketball games. Some breaking news on the hoops side first. EKU's basketball team will be participating in the CBI College Basketball Postseason Tournament. The bracket's not been announced yet, but EKU will be playing some more postseason ball, and those Eastern seniors will have a few more chances to play in the maroon and white. On the topic of hoops, there's also a big sports signing happening this week. Natalie Clark, a big member of the Richmond Heat, will be having her signing day on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Clark will be signing with Principia College to continue her academic and athletic career playing women's basketball. Not only will she be signing, but the Richmond Heat will be honoring their class of 2023 girls. This will be a great event to honor and recognize some great athletes around Central Kentucky. Sadly, I won't be able to attend due to some spring break plans, but the Richmond Heat is a great organization to support and recognize. Sorry again about me missing the big signing on Sunday, Natalie, but I'll be sure to be there in spirit for your special day and for the Richmond Heat who have been so kind to me. I'm planning on covering the team all summer long and maybe even trying to attend a tournament game for them some point. Hey, speaking of signings, Peyton Jones from Berea Community signed with Georgetown College recently to play soccer. Jones had offers in football and soccer, with 10 total. 7 of those were in football, but Jones chose to play soccer locally. Here's some video from the signing.
I'm really happy for him, and thank him. I want to thank him personally for his dedication to our athletic program, not only soccer, but he's played football and been involved. You know, if he's not playing, he's a cheerleader person on the sidelines for every sports team that we have. So really appreciate him.
Jason Coburn from Berea also signed with Indiana Wesleyan University recently to play football. Coburn had 13 other offers, such as Cumberland's and some top NAIA programs around the country. Congratulations, Jason, on continuing your football career and the football scholarships. The Indiana Wesleyan coaching staff is excited to have Coburn join the team. Big shout out to Berea High on those big signings. On to some softball news. I have another team fundraiser to announce. The Madison Central High School softball team is partnering with Uncle Charlie's Meats here in town to help support the team. There are 2 chances to help support throughout the season. The first session starts now and will last until April 14th. The second round begins April 15th and will last until May 19th. Make sure to support your local softball team in Richmond and buy some Uncle Charlie's Meats in support of Madison Central softball. Thanks to Nathan Hack for sending me this important information, and I look forward to covering the Madison Central High School softball team this upcoming spring. Good luck, girls. On the topic of softball, remember the EKU team hosts a big home series against Valparaiso this weekend. The series begins at 1 o'clock tomorrow with a doubleheader and the final game at 1 o'clock on Sunday. If you like free gear and baseball, there's still time to get out to EKU's baseball game today against Presbyterian. They're giving out free hats, and tomorrow is Kids Day, where all kids 12 and under are getting to Saturday's doubleheader games free. EKU is 4-9 on the season. I've had some coaches reach out to me about some events coming up soon for the sports world, so stay tuned here as always. Hopefully I'll be able to attend those. That's going to wrap it up for sports this week. Thank y'all for joining me all week long, and I'm headed to Florida for some spring sunshine and some rest from the college grind next week. I'll be back on the 20th to provide some more great sports reports and be involved with some softball and baseball live streams with the sports crew. This is Dawson Rule with the best local Madison County sports report.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. Be right back with the Weekender Report.
WBON TV 9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV 9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV 9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's first TV channel. Available on Spectrum Channel 712, Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Channel 9.1 over the air. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, welcome back. Do you look forward to the weekend but have no idea what to do? Well, you're in luck. WBON TV's Samantha Burford is here with another edition of the Weekender Report.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekender Report for the weekend of March the 10th. I'm Samantha Burford. Let's get this weekend started. Friday night, you can hear Kentucky's Rising Stars of Country Music concert series at Renfro Valley Entertainment Center. This show features a Kentucky singer-songwriter from Berea, John Lovern. John and his band, the Pearl Snaps, will play in the Old Barn Theater. You can also hear Dylan Jasper, who is a Madison country artist that is an up-and-coming singer-songwriter. General admission is $10. The Kentucky Arts and Crafts Council celebrates 40 years of the Kentucky Craft Market in 2023. This show will have exhibitors, including artists, publishers, hands-on activities, food vendors, and live music, happening March 11th and 12th at the Kentucky Horse Park All-Tech Arena from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Parking is $6, but admission to this year's event is free. Join in on the shenanigans for the second annual Catch the Leprechaun 5K race on Saturday morning, March 11th at 9 a.m. at Berea Community High School. This race benefits the Berea Chamber of Commerce, and your goal to win prizes is to catch and beat the running leprechaun to be eligible and to win prizes from his lucky pot of gold. This sounds like a lot of fun, so check out their Facebook page for more details. On Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m., you can attend a fun how-to class learning the art of charcuterie. Learn the basics of assembling a board and get some information focused on beer and cheese pairings at Dreaming Creek Brewery. This class includes the ingredients, but you must bring your own board. And then you get to take it all home and enjoy. Check out their Facebook page for all the details. Thank you for watching this March 10th edition of the Weekender Report. We hope you found an event that you're interested in to enjoy with your family and your community. Make sure to tell your friends to watch the Weekender Report every weekend on WBON TV and keep sending in those events. Thanks for watching. I'm Samantha Burford.
Thanks, Samantha. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget about daylight saving time, and I will see you right back here Monday live at 5.